They're thinking Noah would have named a 125-pound tortoise Munch, and he could live past 100 years old. Today, I'm inside a secret zoo hidden beside a full-size replica of Noah's Ark, face to face with the world's largest tarantula, a sloth that leaves the trees only once a week, and a kangaroo that once snuck into a bridal shop. Stick around, there's something special at the end. Normally, I fix gardening problems, but today we visit a zoo and the plants the animals eat. Hit that like and subscribe, and let's go. Being from California, we're out in the middle of an area that is just misty as all get out, and as far as I can recollect, it might be a little bit too appropriate because there's an Ark right there.
Yes. We're at the Ark Encounter here in Williamstown, Kentucky, so it looks like it's appropriate that a storm is coming. We're ready to go.
And one of the really neat things that that is memorable about the Ark is that there were animals that were taken onto the Ark, yes. And you happen to be the person that takes care of all the animals.
Yes, we have an awesome zoo team here at the Ark Encounter. We do have a zoo located behind the ship itself called the Ararat Ridge Zoo. There's over 40 keepers who take care of the animals here, and I am the Zoo Animal Programs Manager. But I've been working at the zoos of Answers in Genesis for the last 8 years.
Wow, you gonna make a career out of that?
Yeah, I think so. I've been in the zoo world for 16 years now. So yeah, it's definitely my life's passion.
And as you could tell, because we're on a road trip, I have a modified system over here. So you're gonna have to bear with us as well. So you're kind of like you're like a modern day Noah, aren't you? Taking care of animals.
A little bit, yeah. I have a lot more than just 8 people to take care of all these critters though. So okay. We've got an awesome team here.
Now, can we see some of those critters?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, where are we gonna go?
So we're gonna enter the zoo gates here, and the first animals you're gonna see over here on your right are Audad sheep. So we have 4 female Audads. These are a very unique species of, they're not actually true sheep or true goats. They're kind of like a sheep-goat thing.
Wait a minute. Okay, so this is what you're calling them right here, right? This. Well, how are you pronouncing it?
Ararat Ridge Zoo. So that's the name of our zoo.
Okay, so that's the name of your zoo. And
yes.
The sheep are named that too?
No, the sheep are Audad sheep.
Oh, Audad.
Yes.
Now, for the record, 2 years ago, I was in Armenia, and I got to actually see the real Mount Ararat.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
So cool.
So yeah.
So cool. Okay, so what are we looking at over here?
If you look over here on the rocks, so they are mountain climbing animals, and you'll notice the fence is really, really high.
Right over there.
Yes, because they can jump 7 feet straight in the air, and they can scale cliffs that are nearly vertical.
So this is what they look like right here?
Yes, yep.
All right.
So you'll see our 4 females back here. We have Rachel, Sarah, Zipporah, and Noelle.
Okay. Now, because you guys name the animals, no one's going to eat them, are they?
No. These are for us to take care of. We love them very much.
Okay, so goat is never on the menu. Well, you call it a goat? Is it a goat? Is that
they're called Audad sheep or Barbary sheep, but genetically they're kind of in between a goat and a sheep. They are in the goat sheep kind. They can interbreed with other goat and sheep species, but they're in their own genus.
Okay, and they have those big old horns. What's the reason for that?
Yes, so the horns are not only for back scratching, as you can see one of them doing right now, but also for defense. They fight with them, they display with them. So yeah, lots of purposes for those.
Okay. So I like the fact that you have everything cordoned off, because I'm pretty much afraid of everything that's in here.
What? You know? No, don't worry. Everything is behind a safe barrier, so you are completely safe here.
Okay, so we have a big old cage here.
Yes.
And I can't see anything. What's in there?
Yes, so this is actually our outdoor sloth habitat. We have a Hoffman's two-toed sloth named Felix. He's not outside right now just because of the weather coming in, but we'll be able to see him in his indoor enclosure in a moment.
Okay.
But if you look right over here,
oh, to the left.
Yeah, you're going to see our mob of red kangaroos. We also have 2 Bennett's Wallabies in there. So red kangaroos are the world's largest marsupials. Of course, they're native to Australia. The males can get over 6 feet tall and weigh over 200 pounds, but we do have mostly females in here. They live in groups with 1 male, multiple females, and their offspring, which, do you know what a baby kangaroo is called?
baby?
Joey.
Oh, Joey. I was actually wondering how come all of a sudden you have an Australian accent while you're talking to them.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so what I don't understand, how come they don't have little punching gloves on? Don't they usually do that?
So yes, they are famous for boxing, but they don't box with their hands, they box with their feet.
Ooh.
So you'll see they've got these big old feet here. They're actually part of the macropod kind, which means Bigfoot. And so what they'll do is they'll actually lean back on that thick tail there and kick out with their powerful back legs. And their kick is actually powerful enough to break our legs. So, or kill a dingo. Yes, so very powerful animals. They can hop about 30 miles an hour and they can cover 30 feet in one leap, basically. So they can hop very far. They're very powerful kickers. They're also really good swimmers. Now, there are 2 wallabies in here as well. A lot of people mistake them for baby kangaroos, but they're not. They're just fully grown wallabies. They're very cute.
And they're much tinier.
Yes, they are smaller, yeah.
Okay, so is it inappropriate, or was it appropriate, that I didn't wear wallaby shoes? You ever hear wallaby shoes before?
I've not.
Oh, you are so young. Okay, back in the 70s, not that I'm that old, we used to wear, I don't know what it was. They were a leather-like shoe, and they called them wallabies. And they were just, all the teenagers wore them.
See, I'm a 90s kid, so
Okay.
we had all the Pumas growing up.
Oh, yeah.
That was the cool thing. All right, if we head inside this building, you'll be able to see our sloth.
Okay.
We'll see if he's awake or not. So sloths tend to be nocturnal, so he's more active in the evening hours. So yeah, you can see him curled up over here. That's Felix. So sloths, of course, are known for being very, very slow. They have very slow metabolisms. It can actually take them up to a month to digest their food.
Wow.
Yeah, they are plant eaters despite having really sharp teeth, really sharp claws. And despite being slow in the trees, they're actually really good swimmers. They swim faster than they climb, and they can hold their breath underwater for 40 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Now there's a really neat little, I don't know whether it's a TikTok, YouTube, whatever, Instagram, where there's a sloth, and I don't know what country it is in, but a sloth is going in the middle of the road, and a passenger stops by, picks up the sloth, puts him on a nearby tree, and it looks like the sloth brings its hand out real small, like slowly to get a high five.
Yeah, so sloths, basically, they don't have strong enough muscles to walk. They can't support themselves on 4 legs. So when they're on the ground, they're very vulnerable. They crawl. So they really only come down from the trees about once a week to go to the bathroom, but otherwise they're going to stay in the water or up in the trees where they're more mobile.
Once a week to go to the bathroom? Oh my goodness.
And then if we look over here, you'll see our big old African spurred tortoise. Yes, so that's Munch. He just turned 11 years old and he currently weighs about 125 pounds.
Is he done growing?
Not even close. So he's an African spurred tortoise, which is the 3rd largest species in the world, and he could get up to 250 pounds and live over 100 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Well, it's a good thing that we were actually designed to, live 120 years? I think that's what it is. Something like that.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah. No
Yeah,
kidding.
the oldest person in the Bible was 969 years old, but now we can't get that far anymore. So if you look straight ahead, we have some fun animals coming up over here. These are our ring-tailed lemurs. We have 8 males.
I thought they were raccoons at first with the tail.
Yep, that gets confusing sometimes for guests, but yeah, ring-tail lemur. You can see those beautiful stripes. They have about 13 stripes on their tails, and they use that for communication as well as balance as they're climbing around in the trees. You'll see we've got lots of climbing structures here. They are very mobile. Now these guys are actually an endangered species. There's less than 2,000 of them left in their homeland of Madagascar. There's actually more ring-tailed lemurs in zoos now than there are in the wild. So we're very lucky to have them here. You can hear them chattering a little bit amongst each other.
So those long tails, they're able to, do they hang like monkeys on a tree? Or?
No, so they don't hang from their tails, but they're great for balance and helping. They'll just leap clear across this enclosure. It's amazing, and just run across these branches. And you'll see they have them sticking straight up when they're walking in tall grasses. That's how they can kind of keep track of each other.
Okay, so now this little guy over here came this close. Does he want to get pet or anything like that, or he's just kind of hanging out?
Oh no, these are wild animals. They have very sharp teeth and claws, so they are definitely not pets. So one of the reasons these guys are so endangered is because of the illegal pet trade. People are pulling them out of the wild because they think they'd make good pets, and they absolutely do not. Lemurs are wild animals. They need to stay under human care as far as like zoos and professionals, not in homes. They are not good pets.
Okay, so I don't know which direction we're supposed to go right now, but I have to go in that direction.
Yes, we're going to see some other endangered species over here. These
Yeah.
are African crown cranes.
Okay, so they took a look at me and they started spreading. Look at that! Look at that! Oh, it's so cool!
Showing off for you. So this is Salem and Shiloh. They're our mated pair of African crown cranes. These guys do form pair bonds, and you'll see them singing and dancing a lot for each other during the day. Ooh, he's going to floof up his feathers. Woo! There we go. Yes, so very beautiful birds from Africa. They are actually on the Ethiopian flag, and they are one of the most beautiful animals we have in our zoo. Woo, there we go. You can see those beautiful crowns they have on their head as well.
So this is a male and a female?
Yes, yes.
Now typically in the bird world, you would have the male would have plumage that's a little bit more prettier than the female, but these two are both gorgeous.
Right, so not all birds follow that rule. There are actually a couple species where the females are more beautiful and vibrant than the males, and there are actually quite a lot of species where the males and females look almost identical. You will notice Salem is a bit bigger than Shiloh. That's really the only sexual dimorphism we have in this species. But I used to work with penguins, and penguins we would have to often do DNA tests with to tell who's who, or just wait for one to lay an egg.
Oh, that's a really good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, and you'll see another one of our birds over here. This is Sinai. She's our emu. Now, emus are more solitary creatures. She does not like sharing space, so she has the whole yard to herself. This is the second tallest bird in the world.
What a diva!
She's a diva. She's not doing it right now, but she often will make a drumming noise so you can tell how big and tough she is. So, yeah, emus are super fun. They're from Australia. And interestingly, with the emus, the girls are bigger than the boys, but the boys do all of the child rearing. So once the female lays her eggs, she's gone, and the male will incubate the eggs for several months without eating or drinking, and then he'll raise the chicks for the next about year or so.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, where to now?
All right, we're gonna go around the corner and see another one of our cool mammals. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a really amazing team here who takes care of all of our creatures. We are at the Ark Encounter, which is a Christian attraction, and the Bible has very strong teachings about being good stewards of God's creatures. Proverbs 12:10 says, "Whoever is righteous cares for the life of his beast." So we take animal care very seriously here. We have a health team here who works really hard to take care of all of our animals. And all of our keepers, you know, we're working rain or shine, cold or hot, weekends, holidays, overnights. I've even taken animals home occasionally. So we work very hard. We're very dedicated to taking care of our creatures.
How do you explain to your neighbors that you got a kangaroo in your house?
I don't. You laugh, but I have snuck a kangaroo into David's bridal once.
No, that is too funny.
Yeah, so because our kangaroos are in a walkabout environment where guests are coming in and walking alongside them, we need them to be used to people, and it also helps with veterinary care as well if they're accustomed to people. So once mom naturally kicks them out of the pouch, we take them home for several months and hand raise them just so they get accustomed to us. Well, you can't just leave a kangaroo in the car if you're going shopping. You got to bring it inside with you. So they're in pouches that look like saggy purses. So it just, you know, whilst in there.
Maybe you jumped into the pouch of the kangaroo and then walked in.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's see. I don't think our Binturong is outside yet, so we can go look inside. So we have a Palauan Binturong. Her name is Ricky. She's one of only about 25 in zoos in the U.S., so we're very lucky to have her. There she is.
Okay, that's going to be a really hard one to see probably because of how dark
she's in
it
her
may
little
be.
nest box there.
Yeah, so. All right.
These guys are also called bear cats. She's not a bear or a cat. She is a civet. Very confusing.
Civet.
Civet, yes.
All right, you're making that up, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. Oh, look at these guys. Who are
All
they?
right, so these are two of our African crested porcupines, Gideon and Atara. These are the world's largest porcupines. Now, there's a very common myth that says porcupines shoot their quills. That is not true. Porcupines do not shoot their quills.
Wait. When you said they're the biggest, these two are the biggest?
Well, like,
Or their species?
they're species.
Oh. I'm thinking, wow, we got a world exclusive over here. We got the world's biggest porcupines.
These guys can get anywhere, they can get up to 70 pounds, so they are big porcupines. They are not tree dwellings like the ones here in the Americas. They're actually in separate kinds than the American porcupines. But they still have those quills, they are rodents, they got those big old buck teeth. So if you notice their yard around the corner, there's no plants in here because they would just destroy them immediately.
Okay, so unlike, well, I should say when you're talking about them in where was I going with this? Okay, skunks.
Yeah.
Skunks are known to spray people, so that's a true thing.
Yes, they do have those scent glands, yes.
Okay. So they don't end up, you know, getting Melvin all through with a bunch of porcupine things.
No, so that is a myth. So these guys are not related to skunks at all. So porcupine quills are just modified hair, so you can't shoot hair out of your head, right? or out of your beard.
That's a long discussion.
Yeah, so they don't shoot their quills. What they'll actually do is they're going to give you a lot of warning first before they quill you. So they're going to first flare their quills up nice and big to look big and scary, and then they're going to stomp their feet and rattle their tail quills, which sounds like a rattlesnake, and then they're actually going to turn around and run backwards and stab those quills into the skin, which will then rip out.
Oh, they do come out. Oh, okay.
They just don't shoot them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they'll get stuck into whatever
Yes,
they ran
stick
into.
you, and then the hairs will rip out basically as they run
Look how
off.
beautiful these plants are over here. This is amazing.
Yes,
It's
we also have
gorgeous.
an amazing horticulture team that works really hard to give us these beautiful gardens, beautiful plants all throughout the property. And in the zoo, they're always making sure that they are animal safe, so our animals are happy and healthy.
Okay.
So over here, you're going to see our stage area. This is kind of my area. We do a lot of shows and programs here to teach people about God's creation and all the incredible animals we have in our zoo. So we're actually going to go backstage now and see some of our awesome reptiles. How do you feel about scaly snakes and lizards and cockroaches?
Thank you for being a part of today's program, everybody. We're out of here.
Snakes are some of my absolute favorite animals. I actually just wrote several articles on them. I love them so much. I have a real passion for helping people understand the misunderstood creatures and appreciate them for what they are. So,
Well, let's go take a look at
all
them.
right, we're going to go through this gate here.
Okay.
Kind of in our back area.
All right. Ooh, we got a backstage pass. You're not going to get this anywhere else.
Yes,
right
backstage
here, we got a backstage pass. I love this idea. All right, so we got some firewood hanging around over
Yeah,
here.
so this is actually props that our teams use to add more sticks and fun things in our animals exhibit. So we go collecting.
All
We're gonna go
right.
here in our building.
Look at this.
Yes. So over here on this shelf, we've got lots of fun, creepy crawlies. So if you like spiders, cockroaches, we've got beautiful Deborah sitting right here. She's actually an endangered Mexican fire-leg tarantula. Her name is Deborah, but I also have this for you to look at. Do you know what that is?
That's got to be an ectoskeleton.
Exoskeleton, yes.
Yeah.
So this is Fluffy, the Goliath bird-eating tarantula's last molt. So she is actually bigger than this now. She's in this enclosure here, but sometimes she's hiding in her burrow.
This one or down here?
She's in this one here.
Okay, yeah, you can't really. Oh, yeah, you can see. You can kind of see.
She's a big girl, yeah. So this is the world's largest tarantula. Not longest, but largest spider.
Now, wait a
So-
minute. World's largest, like the porcupine largest?
Species. So she's not done growing. She'll be about the size of a dinner plate when she's done growing.
Okay.
So then
A dinner plate?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's huge.
I know.
That's
She's
huge.
one of my favorite animals. So then as we walk down this row here, you're going to see some of our beautiful reptile exhibits.
Okay.
Our herp team does an excellent job trying to replicate their natural environment and give them lots of things to play with and hide in. So here you can see our rainbow boa, her tail there. We've got a whole variety of snakes. We do a whole show here called Sensational Snakes, which helps debunk sensational myths about snakes and tell the sensational truth about them instead.
Like the sliminess of them, right?
Right, yes. So snakes are not slimy. Honestly, humans are slimier than snakes with all of our oil and sweat glands in here. Snakes have that dry, scaly skin. They're very shiny, but they are not slimy.
Okay, so when you this looks like almost like real log. Is it a real log?
That one is not. We do have some wood in here, but some of it is constructed.
Okay.
So let's see, we've got
Oh, here's a bigger
of
one
our
right here.
Snakes. That's actually one of our medium snakes. He's just soaking in his water dish. That's Makir, the ball python. Ball pythons are some of the friendliest snakes in the world. I actually have a pet ball python named Persephone.
Well, if you're taking kangaroos home, it doesn't surprise me.
Yes, I have a dog at home, but I also have a snake and an axolotl. So,
An axolotl.
yes, do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
Axolotls are aquatic salamanders from Mexico. They're actually only found in one lake near Mexico City. They're very endangered in the wild, but they have the little frilly gills and they always look like they're smiling.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty
Okay.
popular in pop culture, but got nod along, pretend. So we've got our Wilma python right there. We've got our big boy.
Way in there's a little python.
Yeah.
Okay. So pythons are or are not dangerous?
It depends. I mean, there are very, 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 very few snakes that ever get large enough to be a threat to people. And people are not normal prey for snakes at all. You're actually much more likely to get killed by cute and cuddly animals like dogs, deer, horses, cows, and pigs than you are from a snake. So Wilma pythons, no, they don't get nearly enough to ever be a threat to people. Now, the best thing you should do if you see a snake is leave it alone, because if it feels threatened, what's it going to do?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah,
good
punch.
point.
So.
Now, this guy doesn't look like he would do anything, but he sure is intimidating.
Yeah, so this is Jethro. He's our red tegu. He actually has a bite force of 550 pounds per square inch.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Your finger's going off on that.
Yes, but he's a very sweet boy. So one of the larger lizards here in the Americas. He's kind of enjoying his steam sauna going on right now.
Yeah, they're all nice until you stick your finger or something in their mouth.
So this is our largest snake down here. Her name is Ruby. She is a boa constrictor. She's about 7 feet long and a little over 20 pounds. Now she is a rescue, as are many of our animals here. She was actually abandoned in someone's apartment. A lot of people adopt animals, exotic animals, thinking, you know, they're gonna have a cool pet, and then they realize they're in way over their heads, they can't care for them anymore. So that's again why we always talk about good stewardship, encourage people to always do their research before bringing animals home so they don't end up in these kind of situations.
So all of these are cold-blooded animals. So
Yes.
therefore, why do you have the lights on there, or do you have the lights so they can warm up, or just
Yes.
because they can see and read better?
Right. So there's actually several types of lighting we have in our reptile enclosure. So as you mentioned, cold-blooded, the more appropriate term is ectotherm. So they don't produce their own body heat like we do, or birds and mammals. They get their body heat from the outside temperature. So we have heat lamps to provide them that heat so they have enough warmth to digest their food and for their body to function properly. But you mentioned these white lights in here too. Those are called UVB lights. So UVB radiation, it's something that's very important for their bone growth. So if you give them a heat lamp but no UVB, their bones can actually deteriorate. And this is why a lot of reptiles end up kind of under human care as pets, sometimes end up with bone issues because people give them heat but they don't give them that UVB. So he's soaking up not only that helpful radiation but also the heat there.
Nice, I like that.
Yes.
Now, when you said UV, the ultraviolet,
Yes,
that's what that means.
We have a couple bearded dragons here. This is our old man blue-tongued skink. He's 18 years old, but he's a very sweet boy and he's still pretty active. He's snoozing right now, but. And then over around the corner here, we've got a little tortoise. This is Orion.
Oh, he's a little baby guy.
Yeah,
Now,
actually he's 28 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's tiny, but he's 28. He's one of the older animals in our zoo.
So that one's not going to get giganormous like the
No.
one that's going to live to 100 years old.
Right, he could live to be 100. In fact, the oldest Russian tortoise lived to be 127. So he could get bigger, or he could get older. He's not going to really get much bigger, though.
Okay, so tell me the truth here. Obviously, there's a lot of passion going on over here. Do you guys have birthday parties for all these animals?
Yes.
I was just pulling your leg.
Yeah, pretty elaborate ones.
Goodness.
Yeah, we even had a big birthday party for our big tarantula we met earlier.
Oh, that
So
is
we make
cute.
animal-safe cakes, popsicles. We'll do streamers and banners, and we go a little all out for them.
Okay, for the record, I wasn't expecting that one at all. Okay.
All right, finishing up really quick, we can see
Oh, look at
some
the birdies.
beautiful parrots. So this is Elisha, the blue-fronted Amazon in the front. And then actually our oldest animal in the zoo is in the back there, Enoch, the male Amazon. So he's about 35 according to our vet's estimates. So these guys are also rescues.
So who gets to name all the birds? And then the birds and the animals and all that?
So the zoo staff will usually kind of vote on a name. We'll usually, when we get a new animal, come up with some suggestions and then kind of vote on it. Here at the Ark Encounter, most of them do have biblically themed names just to keep with the theme of the attraction.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, I know that we didn't scratch the surface
No.
of everything that's out here. When we got together to plan this whole thing out, she's talking going out to the back 40 and seeing giraffes. And you called something, it was a very unusual name.
We do not have giraffes here, so.
Well, you don't have giraffes?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw a giraffe in the back.
We
Oh, those
have-
are fake ones?
Yes, fake giraffes.
Ooh, we got fake ones. But you had something, it was a very unusual name, a zoo
Yes.
something?
We have a Zorse and a Zonky. They're
Yes.
zebra hybrids. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have to come here and check that out if you want to see them for yourself.
We definitely will. Well, look, at much success in what you guys are doing over here. This is exciting that I had no idea this was here.
Oh, really?
No idea. No, I had no idea what was here. I had some work in the area, and I figured it's starting to sprinkle. There's a big old boat out there, which I know that you called a ship earlier.
Yeah, it's the length of 1.5 football fields, so it's a big ship. It's not some chubby little boat.
Well, I everything is perspective for me because I own a 14-foot aluminum yacht. So,
Fancy.
thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for coming to our zoo. And for those of you who want to check us out, we're in Williamstown, Kentucky, the Ark Encounter.
Very good. Thanks again.